What is going on? Welcome back to the Peter on Pole channel. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. The Monaco Grand Prix review. Sergio Perez. I'm joined here by my special guest, David, by the way, just in case anybody doesn't remember. Generous Dave in the building. First of all, how are
Daniel,
you? How are you,
I'm
sir?
I'm I'm alright, bruv. Yesterday was
Mm.
a
Yesterday was
farcical
a
race,
farce.
bruv.
It was an absolute farce. It was an absolute farce of a race weekend. Let's get into it anyway. But Sergio Perez, my friend, Sergio Perez wins the Monaco Grand Prix. I tell you what, man. I tell you what. Ferrari in the mud,
Had a
cuz.
stinker.
When I say what can go
Stinker.
wrong, huh? What can go wrong with Ferrari? It will. But you know what?
No,
Before we get into any of the other stuff, yeah, the
yeah.
debacle race start.
Yeah.
What is going on?
If you paid for subscription, yeah, I'm sorry, bruv. Bruv. I
Why?
thought that race,
Why subscription? Why? What on?
like, obviously they'll talk about cancelling the race. Obviously, man's looking at the radar and that. If they're looking at the radar, was this race ever gonna start, bruv?
Why didn't they
Bro,
just start? Why didn't they just
bro,
start? Hey, look who's in the building, huh? Look who's
mad.
in the building,
Wagwan.
yeah? Mahad, tomorrow we are cooking. We are cooking, my friend. Yeah, we are
Bro,
cooking tomorrow. Thank you for joining us live right now. But yeah,
Ap-
this start, bro.
apparently, the thing it started raining. Then how did the starting lights go out, bro?
What? Because
How?
water got in the
Because
cables.
we were going to the cables, bro. So it didn't matter.
What's
Now
man telling me?
yesterday was a joke thing, bro.
Yo, the Monaco Grand Prix, yeah. You know what I'm
Need to
saying?
go in the bin.
It's glamorized. It's the biggest race of the year. It's the most this, that, and the other. All the superstars come out to play. Two twos now. What? We ain't got lights, and we can't start the race because it's raining. Come on. Surely this is what we're here for. This is
Bro,
where the drivers learn. This is when they learn about their, their skill.
and the thing is, yeah, it messed up. Let's say it started underneath dry condition. It started spitting a bit early in it. It wasn't
Yeah.
like it was spitting in it. Let's start then, and let's see how the strategy played out, bro. Because now you took away the fun man who's gonna
I
have
mean,
a stinker.
but that's the thing. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Because the fear, obviously, because even like people like we know Oscar who messaged us and said obviously he's not new to Formula One, but he dabbles in and out, and he was sort of like will what can happen? Will the race not happen? Will it not start? Will it what could the crack be? And I was just saying it better not be a Belgium thing. That's
Yeah,
all I was saying because I think they did
yeah,
one lap, didn't they? Didn't they sneak in a lap under the safety car? So
yeah,
they
yeah.
stuck in one and then they red flagged it. And then they would the race is restarting. Mahad says, look, they knew it was going to rain from Tuesday. You know them ones. It's like, come on, why
Right.
is this news?
Yeah,
Why is this news?
if this is how the race director is gonna be moving, hey, bro, bring back Michael Massey in it,
Do
bro. It was fast,
you know what?
bro. Honestly,
I was thinking of Mass. I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking of him still. He would have done everything to get this race going. And
yeah.
clearly, like you know what I mean. Big up Canadian Gringo. What's happening, my G? Big up. Thank you for joining us today. What do you think of Charles' very angry response? Listen, we will get
We're
to
coming.
Ferrari. Don't you worry, my friend. We will get to Ferrari. No doubt about it. But yeah, man, like, it was just a mess over nothing. I would have loved to have seen us start with the shenanigans that would have taken place. The top skilled drivers would have survived. Are the ones
Yeah,
that survived. If you crashed at the start of the race, you're not fit for this. You're not fit for this situation right now, and that's okay. You know the ones. That's okay.
it's all right.
It's all right. You know what I'm saying? So I was ready to see Mr. Lando maybe sneaking a little. You know what I mean? But the
Yeah,
way,
man. Yeah,
bro, like church finished at like 1 o'clock, yeah, 1:30. So obviously I had the Sky Go ready straight after service.
bro,
I had the
you
Sky
had
Go
time.
ready.
You had
These
time
times,
to.
and that's the thing. I was thinking, oh, do I try and leave now to go home, make it on time, blah blah. I'm there waiting. Bad delay. It's 3 o'clock, blood. It's like 2:30. I'm seeing this race is not started, blood.
Bro, you had time to get home, bro.
I had time to go home, make a meal. You know what it was? I had time. I mean, the race didn't start till what? Was it to 3:15 UK time?
Yeah,
It was a freaking
something.
joke
Yeah, something
for a
like
race
that.
that was
Yeah.
supposed to start at 2 o'clock. I mean, it's just an absolute madness in East Anglia. But it was a debacle. They need to pull their finger out. We didn't need to dwell on this.
Yeah,
We should have
yeah,
got racing. We should have got racing from minute one. There was never a moment in time, in my opinion, where it was too dangerous. Just go. You know what I'm saying? Just go.
Put on the intermediates and let's move, bruv.
You know, let's get
But
going,
were
man.
they even? Are you even allowed to do that?
I think if there's a safety car, you have to be on the wets. But was there a
But
need for a safety car?
it wasn't
No.
that wet though.
That's
That's
what I'm
the
saying.
problem.
But I think the lights is what, you know, the point you were making about the lights. I think that's what kind of really put this thing on hold. Because if you notice as well, they did nothing to clear the track up. It's not like the man went outside and was like, you know, we're going to try and clear clear whatever extra water there is, boom, and then we'll keep it moving. Do you know them ones? Like,
Yeah.
if it's that, then fair enough, you know. But the fact that they did nothing, so I reckon that it was a case of, it was a case of like, look, it's too dangerous. The lights the lights are not really, they're not full pelt. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
anything could have happened, and then if lights start flickering and it causes accidents, Monaco head top gone. So
Yeah.
I think they just did it to save their own skin. I think that's what I think that's what it
Hey,
just came down to at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? So,
just do a rolling start at the beginning, then keep
but
it
even
moving.
for me, it's go,
Rolling
just
start
go.
was just rolling start. Yeah, the rolling start thing was dead, man.
Yeah, no, rolling start is air, bro. It's air on the roads, man. It's air. I don't want to hear about no rolling start. But bro, let's talk about it. Checo Perez, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
winning the race, and all I could think about was Spain last week. That's all I could think about. Is if
Yeah,
only they let man win Spain, and then he's won this one. Listen, he's knee deep in the championship right now. He's in the
yeah,
race. He's knee deep in it now. A couple
yeah, man.
points behind Leclerc.
15 behind Verstappen. I like Checo still.
What's
I
not
did.
to like?
He
What's
had the
not to
stink.
like?
He had the stink on Saturday though. So
I mean, yeah. He smelled on Saturday. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what that was. You know what I'm saying? He
but
just lost it. He just lost it.
he lost it, bro.
But
Flipping.
bro, check it. Red Bull win 4 in a row. This is their 4th race in a row they've won.
See, but Ferrari,
It's
man.
a
Why are you?
madness, bro. It's a madness,
But
bro.
listen, there's loads of twists and
Hmm.
turns, man. I
There's
think
loads of twists and turns.
this one's gonna be. Sainz is gonna win a couple. I'm pretty sure
Bro,
he'll win.
he's never won a race in his
He'll win
career.
one. One will come this season.
He has to get one this year, doesn't he? He
Yeah,
has to
he'll
get
get
one.
one.
He has to get one. Just gonna go through the comments real quickly. If anything is talking on Red Bull, don't worry. We're gonna be going through all your comments, people. So do not worry when we change onto those subjects. You don't worry at all. Big up to Jay Starship. Hope you are well. Hope you're good. Obviously, I'm here joined by the Don Generous Dave. Listen, Jay, we're getting there, my friend. We are getting there, and we are still here tomorrow. By the way, 7 o'clock tomorrow, McLaren Fan TV. Keep it locked, yeah, because me and Mahad, we are gonna cook tomorrow. Make no mistake about it. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, Red Bull putting pressure on Ferrari on a different scale. Obviously, Red Bull are leading the championship in terms of drivers' championship as well as constructors. Have I got that right?
Yeah.
Are they winning constructors as well?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So it's a bit peak, it's looking peak. Verstappen ahead of Charles Leclerc, and Perez is 6 points behind Charles Leclerc. Yeah? 6 points behind. And yes, Red Bull have overtaken Ferrari in the drivers' constructors. I mean, one of the things I will say about Perez as well, big up to him, because he was defending for his life. Do you know when he screwed his tires? Do you remember when he locked up hard and he blistered one of his tires?
Why they put him on the medium, bruv?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Everybody thought, his tire is going to dry out.
Was it medium? Yeah, it was medium. Yeah.
They stuck him on the mediums, yeah. And so, they thought he was going to dry out, but he did so good to defend against Sainz. Like,
yeah, but you see Monaco, you can't overtake, bruv.
It's very difficult, isn't it?
Bro, it's either you overtake or you're going out the race, bruv.
It's very, very difficult to overtake.
You're taking man out, bruv.
Yeah,
So he had track position and that's it, bruv.
He had it, man. He had it for sure. What's it called? Science will break the Nick Heidfeld's record of most podiums without a win. Oh, yeah. How many is this? Canadians asking how many?
This is the signs I need to see at Baku, bruv. Man made the decision, bruv. Early, bruv. Yo, I'm going on to the slicks, bruv. Straight. None of this dibby in the media. If he drives like that, I'm pretty sure he'll win one.
Here's the thing, yeah. Science is not a bad driver. Let's get on to Ferrari anyway. By the way, I just want to say, Red Bull, you better not decide on, putting Verstappen as number one driver. You better let them both go for it. Let them go for it, because you never know, man. Because Perez had the pace as well. Like, he had the pace on Verstappen. Like,
Yeah,
Verstappen
yeah.
was cooked at this Grand Prix. He couldn't do nothing.
He couldn't do
He
nothing,
was a
bro.
sitting duck. He just sat in third place. You know what I mean? And he was lucky to get ahead of Charles just because of the pit stops.
Trust.
But yeah, we switch on to Ferrari. I mean, it's a howler. It's a frigging howler. Let's see in the comment
Stinker.
section. Yeah, Mahad says mudded. Yeah, mudded. Obviously, he said they knew they were going to rain. Canadian says, what do you think of Charles's very angry response to the team's pit call? Was he overreacting? What are your thoughts? Are you aware of what he's talking about?
Yes,
what
I
Canadian's
am.
talking
So
about?
what's happened now, yeah? So the track was getting a bit dry. Sainz's strategy, he said, yo, I'm going straight in it.
Pack it in, boy.
So he's already got track position already. So whatever happens, he's gonna be ahead of Leclerc in it.
Yeah.
So that's mistake number one. Mistake number two, double stacking them at them three. Right? Actually, they were screwed, whatever. Because Leclerc should have not pitted. He should have just went the same strategy as Thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know if the engineers all have on the same radio frequency, but once you hear Sainz is going on to things, you go on Thing, bro.
Well, that's the thing, innit? They don't, innit? Like, Science's engineers talking to science, and Leclerc's engineer's got his own separate thing. So, what you see on is it the Any Driven Monday? I just finished watching that, and it kind of showed that when as he was going into box, he literally enters the pit entry, and he's like, no, stay out. By the time he's told to stay out, he's already in the pit, and he sees from like where he is, he can already see Science, changing tires.
Yeah.
From the minute he's driven in the pit lane. So he knows he's delaying time.
So I'm talking before even you get to that point. Once you hear Sainz saying, yo, I'm going straight, you also do the same strategy. Because obviously you've seen Mick, all these back markers have gone into Thing, and you know they're quick. So obviously Red Bull just undercut, man, and that's it. It was a wrap.
It was an absolute wrap. But also, Perez on the in-lap and out-lap was outrageous.
Yeah,
like
because
he drove for his life.
Because he was in space, innit?
Yeah.
So obviously,
it's true. No, it's true. It's true. I mean,
so Ferrari panicked, Red Bull didn't. There you go.
Uzair says Ferrari is the king of bottling championships since 2009. Man, them man are bottling this thing though. Like we are seeing what we are seeing right now. Huh? What J Starship is saying. What could go wrong will go wrong. Let me tell you, bro. I'm not capping. People think I'm just out here hating on Ferrari. Listen, if you're a McLaren man, if you're any other team, Ferrari, we don't want to hear it. But honestly, you couldn't make this stuff up. And the fact that what tire did they give Charles when he came in? I swear he went on the intermediates.
They went. No, so he had already gone on to Thing.
He went on to he had 2 pit stops, didn't he?
Yeah.
And mess. And you heard him screaming on the thing. Was he overreacting, to answer the question, by the way? Was he overreacting?
Obviously, it's one of them ones like, okay, so you'll get what Grand Prix was it? Like the Miami one with Lewis.
Yes.
Like, yo, I can't see what's going on. Do we pit, bruv?
Yeah.
Bro, you need to tell me what's going on during the race, and then I make my decision from there. I think there was a lack of communication there. I don't know what's happening. I don't know who's going quick. The team do. And then you double stack, man.
I mean, they're so close to each other.
I know.
They were so close to each other. You saw how soon and how quick he had to sort of slow down his pit entry. You know what I'm saying? My man was doing the lowest limit. You know what I mean? Not even hitting the max. It's
it was
just
a case of doing one more lap. I don't know if the Red Bulls pitted afterwards, or was it before? They pitted before, innit?
They did before.
Yeah, that's a stinker. You see, and that's a stinker because now they're on the quicker tire, and you're still on intermediates, bro, and the track is dry.
Man, I'm on intermediates. What are you doing? It's hilarious stuff. Because I was watching this unfold, and I was like, "Yo, are they throwing this race away? Is there a bet on? Is there like they were having a bet though? These men looked like they were having a bet. So I did not understand like what on earth was happening there. Big up to
So the
everybody
moment,
watching.
so
Yeah,
Pete,
go on.
the moment, who was it? Who was it? Was it Haas or Gasly? The moment they saw Gasly putting quick time, bro, that's when they were
Yeah,
supposed
it
to
was
come.
Gasly. Gasly went onto some hards, yeah, and
Red
he
Bull,
started putting it, and the tires
Red,
came to him, bro. It came
yeah,
to him.
Red Bull reacted quickly.
Said,
Ferrari
yo.
didn't. So that's a stinker.
Well, didn't Ferrari react the next lap? It's just that no matter what, it was a case of that they were kind of screwed
No, but it was too late because Red Bull have gone on. They've
because they done
pitted
it
first.
first.
Yeah, they did it first.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true.
You all have the same data now.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
So
Ferrari in the mud, people. This is what we like to see. These are scenes we like to see, man. Like them man are bottling this thing. They are absolutely bottling this thing. Jay Starship says he was not overreacting. That was necessary to the strategy team. I agree. You know what? I think I'm with Charles on this one. His team bottled the thing.
they
You know
did.
what I'm saying? Because he could. Do you know what? He could have probably stayed out longer and then gone into mediums. Because didn't man them go into mediums at the end? So say say that he plays the long game here. Because as you said, look, Red Bull have gone in. They've switched. It's over, right? So now you got to try and think of outwitting them, and maybe you stay longer and then go for the mediums at the end.
Or the track was drying. Does he stay on the intermediates? Because then thing crashes a bit soon afterwards, doesn't he?
What, Mick?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know how long afterwards he
I
crashes,
can't
but
remember. I can't remember at all.
because once you've done that, these guys have got the jump on us. It's either you go long, you just stay on the inters, and I don't know.
Because that's the
Just
thing,
go,
yeah. Red Bull have the jump on you, but it's not over.
yeah, you got track position.
You got track position now. You got to run that. Nope,
Yeah.
the man just panicked. The man just absolutely panicked. Mahad says when it's going wet to dry, the driver dictates the strategy. If you're quiet on the radio, you're finished. Perez and Sainz were proactive. Max and Charles froze. Oh, very good point. Very good point. So do you sort of lean this more towards the driver, maybe?
It's not,
Because he's putting a case there, Mahad. He's put a case.
but then the driver still needs the information from the team. Yo, who's going quick?
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing in it. Nobody when that temperature is changing, when the conditions are changing live,
Yeah.
who has the better feel of what's going on, the driver or the team?
No. So as I said, once the team saw Gasly start pumping in
Stop
times,
pumping
bro.
them times.
Yo, hey,
Gasly was on the hunt, bro.
Yo, signs and thing. Yo, who's going? Yo, do you want to go and thing now? I was like, yeah. It's quick times happening. Yeah. All right, calm. Let's go.
Mm.
Don't wait get the information first, and then you make your decision from there.
And this doesn't help them. Both Ferraris guys got held up by the Williams. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
In Monaco, this is the worst
yeah,
track, isn't it? It's the
it
worst
is.
to be held up. And I'm seeing blue and white. I'm seeing white flags. Is white flags a thing, or is it something that has always been there? Because I was watching white flags and I was like, "Raw, that's telling the guy that there's a car behind
Yeah.
you," kind of thing.
Yeah, you
Oh
need to
no,
move.
sorry. It's telling the guy that there's a slower car ahead of you.
Oh,
Like that's
mad.
I was like, yo, I've learned something
Yeah.
new today. I swear I've never seen a white flag like that. I'm pretty sure. Mahat says that Ferrari without Ross Brawn on strategy is a mess. Yeah, they just don't get it right. They just don't get it right. Ferrari will destroy Leclerc's career as they've destroyed other careers in the past. I mean, this is the thing, though. They've actually got a good car this year.
They've got
Here's
the quickest
problem.
car, bro.
This is the thing. Have they got the quickest, do you reckon? Do you reckon it's the fastest?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, over the Red Bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, fastest. Yeah, I'm wondering to the stat earlier on that we're talking about Sainz breaking Heitfeld's career. Sainz has 10 podiums. Heitfeld had 13 without a win. Never won a race in Formula One. Nick Heitfeld.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's quite possible, Now, is there watch him win in Azerbaijan now, bro? Watch how man jinx it.
You'll get one.
Yeah, he'll probably get one. Sorry, one moment. Perez going on Inter's first out of the top 4 won him the race. Yeah, that's it. It's just quick. And the thing is, Red Bull got that strategy on lock as well, by the way. Like you remember the years when Mercedes were just pamming races? They were absolutely banging them, absolutely winning them everywhere. Every
Yeah.
time Red Bull nicked a win, was it 2019? Every time Red Bull nicked to win, or 2020 even, every time Red Bull nicked to win, it was based on strategy. It was based on either
Yeah.
Mercedes flopping the base, but also Red Bull being quick and alert and just on the case, on the money. So,
Yeah. But
of
Ferrari
course,
need to wake up, bruv.
Leclerc is pretty calm guy, so to get him yelling like that, you messed up. I mean, you have to put it all into context, isn't it? It's his home Grand Prix. He starts on pole. Remember last year he started on last year he got pole but couldn't start the race.
Because he
You know,
mash up the car, bruv.
he mashed up the car. It's his hometown. Like we're talking about, he lives down the road, kind of thing. So there was so much riding on it at that point. And once you go on pole in Monaco, if you do not win, howler.
Yeah, it's a stinker.
How? It's a stinker, isn't it? You have to win the race if you start on pole. Do you know the ones?
Trust me.
Uzair says that he's talking Ferrari here. They have the quicker quali car, but Red Bull has the quicker race car, in my opinion.
Well, hey, listen, Barcelona shows you.
See, the thing is, though, like I need to think of a fast speed circuit. Say a Montreal, a Monza. Who wins in qualifying? I personally feel Red Bull. Personally, but
Listen,
I don't know.
what,
It changes.
what, how many poles has Verstappen got though?
What this season?
Yeah,
Let me go
he
to.
hasn't got. I'm pretty sure Leclerc has more.
This doesn't show me polls. Um, so obviously, I mean, in the comment section, please help us out. Who's how many polls has everyone got? I think Leclerc's got more polls, if I
Yeah,
remember correctly. I think Leclerc has more polls. Let me go back through all your other comments as well, because you guys have been throwing the comments in. Thank you very much. Make sure you do like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. So M. Kama Peters says, forget Monaco Grand Prix. How you feel about McLaren throwing away a 1-2 in the Indy 500? Listen, I stayed away from that, okay? I stayed away from that. We could talk Indy 500 tomorrow. Mahad, I don't know if you watched it. Watch us throw that thing away. Listen, I'm not happy at all. Not happy at all. Canadian says Norris was still a little sick with tonsillitis, and he came up P6. Yep, and also got the fastest lap. I think you've mentioned it as well, and got fastest lap. Come on, Daniel Ricciardo, guys. He's finished at McLaren. We will talk more on Daniel Ricciardo tomorrow. He's finished at McLaren. Mahad, I'm waiting for you.
I have a question though. Yeah, regarding even there was a comment about Russell as well. Yeah, being
Yes,
better
we'll
than
get into that
Lewis.
as well.
Yeah.
Yes, where are they?
Where is he?
No, you carry on. I'll find
yeah.
it. You carry on.
Now we know these men can drive in it. Yeah. Is it that they're not used to the car setup? Like this year's car is just not suiting their driving style, so they can't. They can't.
I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know.
No,
I
like
don't know if
like
it's an
for
excuse.
example, more in the case of Lewis, because at least he's qualifying top 10. Ricardo is just, I don't know what God with him, bro.
Nah, bun it, David. Last year we had this problem with Ricardo.
Oh, listen, I don't follow
And
McLaren. Hey,
and
I'm not
what and what
emotional. I'm
and
not
what
emotionally invested in McLaren like you, bro.
what about at Renault? What was he doing at Renault? He did nothing at Renault.
Hey, listen. Hey, me, I don't care. Me, I'm LH44, bruv, all day. That's me, cuz.
That's just here for Lewis. You're
I'm
just here
just
for
here
the
for
silver.
Lewis, bruv.
I mean,
You know
look,
what I'm
would you
saying?
consider Russell as being a contender for the title this year? His fifth, every race this season, top 5.
He's
The
not.
only,
He's not.
only driver to do so. No, contender though.
No.
He's not contending.
Them
See,
man
the
are
thing
too
is,
clear. They're too clear ahead of him, man. Plus the car, they don't have the car.
this is the thing though. Do you think Mercedes will get that car into gear? Do you reckon they'll get it in gear?
Not this year, bruv.
No?
Nah.
I don't know, man. I won't sleep on Mercedes just yet. I can't actually. In all honesty, Canadian, is he a contender this year? Just. You know what's funny? I have more faith in Russell. If you were to tell me who would win the title, Russell or Sainz, I go Russell. That's the worst thing about it. Because Sainz in the best car ain't really doing it, right?
Hey,
Really,
if you put Russell in that car, but
throw
obviously,
Russell
I
in that
think
car, he's off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
I
I don't
don't
know,
know,
bro.
man. I
I think
don't know.
I'm calling him a contender, and what I'm hanging on, the thread I'm hanging on, is that Mercedes will get their car better. They'll sort themselves out.
Yeah, but then if they sort themselves out, is he still beating Lewis, bruv?
It's a tough question, that one, isn't it? It's a tough question, man.
Because all
It's
the
a tough
races,
question.
all the races from the ones that I've watched, like Miami and Monaco, it's
Hmm.
been Lewis has had like safety car, this one, red flag, that one, has just him mash up his races and that. Like I've not seen him with a clean There's not been a clean like Russell was better than you this weekend.
Sure.
Barcelona, flipping stupid. What's his face? Kevin, bruv. Oh, absolute tool, bruv.
K-Mag, yeah.
Get him out of here, bruv.
I leave K-Mag alone, but I'm here for K-Mag.
Bruv, why'd you run into a Mercedes for? And
I
then Ocon's
mean,
another one as well, bruv.
yeah,
Get
I was
him
gonna
out,
say,
bruv.
are you gonna get onto Ocon as well?
Ocon is a flipping tool, bruv. Hey, Toto, talk to your boy, bruv.
But you know what though? Like I think obviously Russell's got experience in having a dead car and having to push everything out of it, right? Whereas obviously Lewis has had that experience in the past. Don't get me wrong, but like Lewis just does not seem like it's not like he can't be asked, but he's not putting in. I don't think he's putting in 100%. You know the
Yeah.
one. Russell's got a point to prove. He wants to impress. It's his first year. He's gonna be going all out. He's every drip he's getting out of that car. Whereas with Hamilton, it's like, fam, when are you guys gonna give me a good car? You know them ones. Because if you give me a good car, I'm gone. I'm clear.
He's
I'll
clear,
see. I'll,
bruv.
I'll
You'll
see you lot
see.
later. Yeah. So when you lot arrive, yeah, then I'll start driving. That's kind of
Yeah.
what I'm getting. Like he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing, but it's just like, yo, you guys need to fix up.
Yeah, you lot need to sort this.
You know.
I
Um,
I see that has yeah. Hey, listen, flipping
So
heck, bruv.
Canadian's comment here says, has had a double DNF and 3 0-point races in a row, plus the whole rear of Mick Schumacher's car proceeded out on that big crash that he had. Mate, that crash, yeah, flipping out, man. Yo, Haas though, what's happened to them? Are we getting back to the Haas that we've become accustomed to, or what?
Bro, this is just Haas at their best, bruv. Like absolute worst. They're just trash, man.
It's all mad. It's it's all friggin' mad. Like, Canadian carries on to say, "What do you think of Russell, a rookie, consistently and convincingly outperforming Hamilton, who is arguably the greatest driver in history?" So this is where you two might defer here, isn't it? Because you're saying it's not really like clean sweep. He's beating him. There's caveats to all of
Yeah,
this,
there's
isn't there?
caveats, bruv. I've not seen let them go proper head to head like Nico Rosberg and them man there, bruv. Bottas, he smoked him.
He
Like,
smoked Bottas. I'm not
hey,
gonna
he
lie.
smoked him. Bottas will have this one win here and there, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's first see the good car. Everyone got the same tools, head to head. Let's see what guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Russell's doing a great job. He's got a point to prove. He's doing a great job in that Mercedes.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
take
of
nothing
course.
away from him. He's got a point to prove, and I think with that we're getting this Russell right now. It will be interesting to see, when the
No,
car is better.
but what I would say, Canadian Gringo, yeah, when they put him in that car, when he should have won in Bahrain, I can see what he can do, but when he replaced
God,
Lewis,
it was frightening when he duppied. He duppied
bruv,
Bottas. It was frightening.
if we get that Russell, that's what I'm saying. I want to see them proper head to head.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's not a. I've seen what it's not like a diss on
Mind
Russell.
you, Joyce, the more you think about it, that 2020 Mercedes car was a friggin' rocket.
Bro.
It was a friggin' rocket. Like when you think about it now, you kind of look back at it and you think, yo, this man was clear. Like
Yo.
Hamilton was clear. He was gone. Absolutely gone.
And then
Lockdown
he gets
W12
COVID. And my man who's been driving at the back
at the
also
back.
also comes and smokes you. Now Bottas is done out here, bro. Hey, get him out, bro.
You know what? Sakir is where Bottas lost his contract. It was Sakir.
Bro.
They said, you know what? We're going to give you 1 more year. We're going to let your contract finish. Because what we saw, we cannot ignore.
Yeah. Russell comes from the back from 20th. He's with the dibby man back there. Come on, smoke you as well. Nah, cuz. You
my
need to
God.
get stepping, blood.
Oh my God. To the point Uzair was making, at first he was mentioning how the Ferrari had the quickest car, but Red Bull have the better race car. But that's the thing. Ferrari can build fast cars, but they don't do anything else.
Yeah, there's strategies and whatever. Who them man there in the back, bro?
You know what, bro? Mercedes need to look at the situation, yeah, and be like, yo, Ferrari are not serious. They're not serious. Like they've got a great car, they've got good drivers, they can win this championship, right? But when you look at how fundamentally certain things are just not going according to plan, 4 races in a row, Ferrari haven't won a race. I said I think it was Ferrari's last win is when I said what can go wrong will go wrong with that Ferrari, and since then they've not won a race.
Yeah,
I'm not a prophet. I'm not a prophet.
but Peter, how many races is this now? This is 6 or is it 5?
What are we? Are we 7? I haven't got a clue now. Yeah, we did 7. We're
So
going. So it's round 8 next.
Red Bull have had like a couple DNFs.
That's the thing. Yeah.
So he's gonna equal itself out, bro. Someone needs to grab this thing by the scruff of the neck and just go.
The thing is, if both Red Bull cars finish, one of them wins. That's what we've learned this season. When they finish, they win. You know the ones. So it's difficult because if I look back, right, of the teams, of the weekends where Ferrari have won, what was the last one? What was the last thing they won?
No,
They win it. They
but
even win
what,
Italy,
what
did
I'm
they?
saying, like Barcelona, yeah, he was head clear. Like Leclerc was gone.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm thinking Ferrari are gonna duppy the next one as well. But in Baku.
Nah, I'm going Red Bull, man. In fact, I'm going Perez again to win. It should be Max. Max knows Baku, but I'm sorry, Red Bull for me, man. We'll see what happens in the week because there's a week gap now. So people get busy with the upgrades.
Yeah,
because that could be another problem. Maybe Ferrari just haven't got their upgrades right. They just haven't been doing it right. But then again, I think it's just strategy. In all fairness,
it's strategy,
it's just
bro.
strategy. Yeah, it's just strategy, really. Canadian Gringo says a Ferrari car painted with Red Bull Technical Department Driver Academy and Mercedes Strategy Department unstoppable.
I'm not too sure about the Mercedes strategy department, but hey.
No, actually, do you know what? You're right, actually. Mercedes strategy, guys, they smelled last year.
Last year there was
and they did what they could to cost Lewis the title the year before. Luckily, he was just gone. Nobody was anywhere near him. But they smelled last year. The strategy smelled last year. Maybe just a one-off, but they were not great last year. Mahad says overcut works in Monaco. Look at last year with Gasly, Vettel, and Hamilton. So the overcut works. You know them ones. So
Monaco. Hey, that needs to go in the bin, mate. I'm sorry.
Are you done with the race?
Yeah.
You're done with Monaco?
Bro, yesterday was a snooze fest, bro.
Oh, man. It was a snoozer. Don't get me wrong. It was a snoozer.
Even if it's in dry weather, it's just everyone just following each other round and round, and just you got back markers moving out the way. Like I don't know how they can make it more overtake friendly.
Well, the cars are too big, man. The cars are massive now. The cars are friggin' massive.
Monaco's done out here now. Then,
like I was thinking, like when Perez, not Perez, when Gasly overtook Ricciardo, I was like, that is the only way you could really overtake somebody, like literally. And there was only one DRS one, which was the start finish, which is still tight.
But that was before the what's the corner called again?
I think it was like the swimming pool, but like the other side, like the swimming pool side, where he overtakes it. Wasn't it near around there?
Was it not before Casino Square? After that turn there. I'll be
honest. I do not know the names of these turns. When they were just listing off names, I said, "Yo, fam,
the one before the slowest corner, bruv. The little hairpin, bruv.
Oh, the one before the hairpin. Well, he didn't do it there. Did he do it there?
He did. Yeah. I thought passed him, not on the hairpin, that corner before.
No, the corner before it, yeah. So like they sort of come down, and then it's like
they
go
come
left
over the
right,
bump, left
and
and right,
and then they come, then they make that turn,
then
it's the hairpin.
Yeah.
I mean, I genuinely thought it was like by the swimming pool for some reason.
It was down there, bro.
Yeah,
that's straight.
you're probably right.
After turn one, you have to follow each other. You can't pass there.
Yeah.
And then you go around the next corner and then round past the casino. That's the only because Ricardo was on some old tires. He couldn't brake. He had more grip in it, so Gazzy just took him on the corner. So,
Oh man. Uzair says Verstappen has 1 pole this year, 1, and Leclerc has 5. Good grief. And Perez has 1. I'll tell you what, man. Leclerc is on fire. Like, to be fair, he's rinsing him when it comes to the poles. So that's probably where you're saying, they've got
they
the
still
quality
got
unlocked, they've got the fastest car.
they got quality on lock. It's just race eye. Yeah, but Monte Carlo, yeah. I'm sorry, bruv. That track's got to go, bruv. If the cars are too big for the track, what are we doing, bruv?
I mean, but come on, you gotta have Monaco. No, when you think Formula One, don't you think Monaco Grand Prix?
Bro,
Ain't that one of the first names? Like you might have Ferrari up there, you might have McLaren up there in terms of names, Williams and blah blah. Surely that when it comes to Grand Prix, surely Monaco is like top 5, not best, but as in mentioned.
Well, they need to unless what they do, yeah. Here's what I'm saying. After the tunnel, just get rid of that chicane, bruv. Let that be a DRS zone, bruv.
It's flat, innit?
Yeah, make it flat.
Nah,
so that's an overtake position right there.
For real. You see that near miss from Joe Guanyu?
Oh, then people be getting close to the barriers, bro. Bro, why the stewards? After you see that why, bro?
I knew he was gonna bring that one up.
Why
that steward just plotted?
They're all just chilling, bro.
Was that quality? Was this at quality?
even during the race, I bet they were standing there.
That guy was chilling, blood. He was too close for comfort,
bro.
Man.
There's a good 4 of them, bro, just standing there chilling.
After the tunnel, when it is like first chicane left and right, the guy's plotting on that left.
On that corner, bro, he's chilling. Even he comes around to bend around and have a look, bro.
Meanwhile, Gasly and them man are just flying through. You're mad, blood. You're mad. Them men are nuts, bruv. Stewards are bonkers, bruv. No matter what Grand Prix it is, they're all bonkers, man. Jay Starship says in the comments about Daniel Ricciardo crashing in practice, that was the team's fault. It was set up horribly. I'm convinced something is going on there. Maybe so. Yeah, I was surprised when I heard that it was the team's fault at the end. We can unpack that more.
Zach Brown, sort it out, bro.
He needs to sort it out for sure. Canadian Gringo says, but one of the most important qualities a driver needs to have is adaptability. If they can only win races on one specific car format era, it's true.
I think Lewis has proven that. Okay, well,
I think this is more so probably because you were talking about the new cars. Do you think it's just a case of do you think it's a case of trying to still get used to stuff?
Even Max was saying it yesterday when he was talking with Perez after post-race interview with what's her name, Natalie Pinkham, about saying, I like to have like more front grip. I don't know what it means by that. I'm not too, but yeah, like the car is not. So I'm not kind of used to how it is now. So he's not comfortable with driving. Obviously, the car's quick, but he's not comfortable with. Yeah, I want more front grip than rear, and that's how I like to drive.
A lot of the rears were going as well in over the weekend. Like a lot of people were losing the rear easily over the weekend. So there was definitely a bit of symmetry there. To be fair, if Ricciardo was good in 2020, got 2 podiums in that midfield Renault, destroyed his teammates, scored points in almost every race. Not much more he could have done. Yeah, he did. To be fair, he did do all right. Renault was more my issue there.
He's had a stinker, bro. He needs to sort him. But he can find himself out of F1, bro.
Which would be scandalous. As much as I'm dissing him this year, and how much he annoyed me last year, it'll be scandalous if he's out of F1, considering what we've got.
What's his name? What's his name? The Chinese brother,
Joe Guanyu.
He's been looking a bit better these days.
He's all right.
Listen, do you know who needs to go? Do you know who
Who?
needs to go? Latifi, bro. He needs
Blood,
to,
even under the safety car, man's guy. He said, I'll turn left. It weren't turning.
he
I
needs
said,
to
this
get
guy,
out.
bro. How many
Hey,
times, man?
hey,
How many
hey,
times,
hey,
Nicholas?
Latifi needs to get
Huh?
out. Hey, let me look at this
Nicholas.
lineup, bro. Latifi needs to go, bro.
It's peak, bro. It's peak. Go have a look at that lineup. What's it called? Yes, he's in a Mercedes. How can Russell compete? Yeah, it's tough. It is tough for him. It's true, Mahad. It's tough for Russell to compete in that Mercedes. This version of it, anyway. Whether they'll improve, we have to wait to be seen. I do think he probably can. If they get that car right, I think he could be in the top 4, top 3 finish in terms of drivers' championship.
Hey, do you know who else needs to go?
Who?
Lance Stroll, bro.
Lance Stroll, he needs to get the step
He
in.
needs to get stepping, bro.
The thing is, yeah, I've given Stroll some time. Sorry, Canadian gringo. We were talking about 2 Canadians here. But the thing is, I'm giving that Stroll because I always feel like, you know what, Stroll, there's always a time when he impresses me. And I have to remember how old he is. I have to remember, all these sort of things. But the Aston Martin stinks. I know Vettel's done decent with that car on the weekend, but the Aston Martin stinks.
Bro, he's only in that seat because of his dad, bro.
Sure, facts. I mean,
so he needs to dip, bro.
Without a shadow of a doubt, it's this the case. Jay Starship says contender this year, no, but he has the qualities of one possibly.
Hey,
Yeah,
wait, hold
talking
on.
about George
Hey, hold
Russell.
on. I got a question for you, yeah?
You agree?
So,
yes.
So as long as his dad's in F1, yeah, is he always gonna have a seat then?
1,000%.
That's what you're telling. Is that what you're telling, man?
1,000%.
Mad
Yeah.
thing.
Bro, he was at Williams, was he not? He was at Williams. His dad was there. He's at Racing Point. His dad is there, and now he's at Thing. He's at
mad thing.
Call it the Aston Martin. All right, listen, guys, you've got to put in bare comments, so let me go through it as quickly as possible. Race winning car, Hamilton packs Russell. I can't lie. Yeah, he's agreeing with you, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's agreeing with you. They're saying that he packs him in. It'll be interesting to see, man. K-Mag is the best driver Haas can afford right now. He has good experience on the car, even though he's not a super skilled driver on track. Yeah, Haas, they got to deal with what they got to deal with. Okay, Lewis Hamilton car has sensors on it still because the team collects data from him and they trust his opinion and experience.
What are you talking about? During the race?
I guess so.
Why they got sensors? Take the sensors off his car, bro.
Sensor. Because they got to know what's wrong. They got to get this thing sorted. Because it was heavily bumpy over practice. Do you remember? Practice, they were arguing about, man, this is not even porpoising now. This car's just rattled.
So is this why he's bare slow?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's just, do you know what it is? He's trying to find the sweet spot. It's just not there for him yet. He's finding that sweet spot. And as soon as he gets it, bang, he's off.
All right, cool.
Guys, we got to wrap up anyway. By the way, we got to jump on to something else very, very soon. So we're going to do these last comments very, very quickly. Thank you to everybody. We're going to try to get through as much of these comments as possible. Lewis is not interested in the midfield thing, podiums or nothing. He's too old for this nonsense. Absolutely. What happened to Haas? It's Haas. Have we just got to go back to it? Yeah. Matt says Mid-Shumi he's on fraud watch right now. Not even Mick Shumi, Mid-Shumi, that is a disrespect. To be fair, Hamilton is in his late 30s and probably past his peak. Been there, done it all. Russell is in the mid-20s and at his peak and hungry for success he hasn't had. I agree with that latter part, hungry for success that he hasn't had. I don't think Hamilton's over his peak yet. I don't think we've reached the other side of the tipping point. I think we're still there. I think anyway.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? You think so, yeah?
Yeah, he's still got it, man. Don't watch that,
he's
bro.
Still there. He'll pack man in, bro. As soon as that car comes together, boy, he's packing guys in. Jay Starship says, not taking anything away from Russell, he's doing great. Absolutely, we agree. Bottas, he says Bottas has been decent in that Alpha, to be fair, scoring points in every race, carrying the team. Absolutely. To get in the top 10, because I think he started outside the top 10, didn't he?
I think
if I remember correctly. But yeah, to finish in the top 10, listen, what a Dan Gargan. He's done all right. Yeah, Bottas started P12. Gringo says, even though Russell has been dragging the Merc to the top 5, he isn't getting the education, for lack of a better word, a young driver needs to get for a more experienced driver. I kind of agree with the statement here. Like Russell is kind of having to make do with what's going on. I don't feel like he's normally you would have him, like Perez last year. I felt like was like an understudy to Verstappen, and I think we've got a hungrier Perez now. We've got a Perez who's like, you know what, the elbows are
Yeah,
out.
the elbows. Let's go, bruv.
Whereas what's Russell learning this year?
He's
In all
learning jack
honesty,
all, bruv.
he's not learning anything. You know the ones. He's
He's,
learning nothing. So that's a very good point made there by Gringo. I must admit. Jay Starship says Mercedes is going back after the break and tell Ferrari step aside. We'll take it from here.
when's the break? When's the break?
It's like flipping July, isn't it? July, August. It's not too
Yeah,
far
but
now.
they're too far back, though, man.
Let's see, upcoming. Let's see, July 10th. So 10th is Austria, France is 22nd. Yeah, it's I don't know where you would. Oh, okay. It's July 30th to August 26th.
So
So
that's a month
Hungary,
break.
so it's a month break, round 13. So in about 5 races time,
That's too late, bruv. If they haven't
it's about
stepped up, then
6 races time is when the break kicks in.
if they haven't fixed up by then, yeah, it's too late, bruv.
No, but if they are where they are right now, in 5 races time, there's space.
What do you mean?
Because if Mercedes are still Mercedes are third in the constructors,
Yeah.
right? They're 60 points roughly behind Ferrari. That's not far, bro.
What, you were going
That's
for
not
second,
far.
bruv? Ban that, man.
No, what I'm saying is, like, for example, Red Bull are like 40 points, 30 points, 36 points ahead of Ferrari.
Yeah.
And the Mercedes are about 60 points behind Ferrari. If the gap stays around that space,
Oh, maybe you can, but
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? All they need to do is just start packing podiums.
I need
As soon as they do that.
I need to go for number one, mate.
No, of course. Listen, of course, they're going to push themselves as far as they
late,
can.
man. This
As far
season's
as
an
they
L,
can.
bro. This year's an L, bro.
We don't know what's being said behind the scenes. He could be learning most over there. So, Jay Starship is saying that Russell might be learning a lot from there. We just don't know what's going on behind. I mean, it'll be good for him to have a good car and have a Hamilton that's actually doing something because
he's doing
he's doing not much at the moment. Mick has been on fraud watch for a while for me. Well, Mick Schumacher could get catching these bullets, boy. Listen, guys, we've got to wrap up actually right now. So I'm going to go through these last comments we have to speed through these ones, yeah, because we've got to bounce and do something else. Mercedes strategy department is mid. They've been carried on top by an op car. Still better strategists than Ferrari, though, 1,000%. Red Bull are the best in the business, that's for sure. Cars are humongous nowadays, way too big for Monte Carlo. Maybe Monaco could just be a quali for the next race.
Mate,
Somebody mentioned that before.
Swear down.
A quali, that's hilarious.
That's
Good
hilarious,
point, though.
bro.
I love Monaco, but there needs to be a change. Either make the car smaller, change the layout of the track, or scrap the race and just have 2 quali sessions and give half points. Whew. That's when you know, boy. That's when you know. I love Monaco as a quali track, but as a racetrack, it's obsolete. It's obsolete, which Canadian agrees with. Uzair says perhaps Monaco is make Monaco a historic old school kind of event, like get the teams to do a one-off historic liveries and get the team dressed in an old-fashioned attire and race suits, etc. They should do something with Monaco. I think you're right. I think there's something to be had there. What do you think of F1 pushing for more carbon neutrality? Even though the tech cars, even though the cars themselves account for 0.7% of the total F1 emissions, should the new fuel regs open more engine design freedom? Hi,
hey, you lost me there, but that's very technical, man.
I mean,
hey.
I don't.
If
That's
it's
the
green,
thing. No. But they need to allow more freedom for sure because the technicalities now, they're getting a bit ridiculous, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are getting a bit mad. Where you're just like, okay, give us something to fight with it. Give us something to play with. I think so. I do think that they should push towards that way. Hopefully, the new fuel regs will do that. But I didn't realize it was only 0.7% of total F1 emissions. I had no idea. You learn something new every day. But got the tech gurus in this thing. Jay Starship says, I literally laughed out loud when Latifi crashed. Now, for real, me too, man. Me too. I absolutely cried laughing. I was like, you again. Come on. Gringo says, Stroll and Latifi need to be this is Sparta kicked out of the sport. Stroll Senior's money is doing the work, building facilities and whatnot, but Stroll just needs to go. They can use the Merc in 90s rap videos. It bounces so much.
Oh, so that.
Do you remember the friggin' hydraulics? Some Dre and Snoop videos, man.
Yeah, Alonso is a clown, bruv.
Alonso's a troll.
Bro, he's not even made it into a snooze first, bruv. Right at the
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
bro,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
slowed everybody down, bro.
Thing is though, I think you put Fernando in a serious car, I think he's up there. I think he's swinging with guys. I think he's
Yeah,
swinging with guys, man.
but you know his time has passed, bro. He's done too much.
But you know what? It's not a Kimi Raikkonen thing though. It's not a
No,
Kimi. It's not a Kimi thing.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
I think he will pump it on, bro. I think he'll put it on like.
I'm not saying he's driving. I'm saying he's caused too much wahala, bro.
He has.
He's caused too much wahala. The big teams are not touching him, bro.
He has. No, he has. Hey, listen, big up to everybody that's watched today. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, tomorrow, 7 p.m. UK time, McLaren Fan TV. We leave on this last comment here. F1 is way too overregulated. And I couldn't agree more. On that bombshell, on that note, rather, we're going to be out and we'll see you tomorrow. Lights out. Big up, Mahad. Big up to everybody that's locked in today. Smash the like button and share this video. Let everybody know what is going on. Big up J Starship. Big up Uzair. Canadian says Alonso holds up the entire midfield as a mid-place finish. P7 refuses to elaborate.
He doesn't care anymore, bro.
With that, people, it's lights out. We are gone.
Hey, later.
Peace.
Have a lovely evening.